This is my best advice on how to get a first in your dissertation, and I'm specifically talking about humanities or social sciences. I'm not going to tell you how to get a first in a biology, chemistry dissertation. But yeah, I was predicted a 2-2 in second year, I think, or first year, and I actually graduated with the first because I got like nearly 90%, I think, in my dissertation. So this is my best advice. First of all, I want to reassure you that it's normal to feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing. When I started, I was like, I can't do this. I'm not the kind of person that could ever write a dissertation. I'd never really completed a very good piece of coursework in my life, but I promise you, it will be the best lesson you'll ever learn, and you'll feel so amazing once it's done, and you can do it. So into more specific advice, I would leave writing your intro until the end. If you're doing an experiment like I did, or a study, I wrote my intro at the end because my lecturer, she told me it needs to feel like it flows, like almost like a story. Even though it is an experiment, it still wants to read well because you're being marked on that as well. It's in the marking criteria. I mean, it was for Durham University anyway, and I think it probably is in most uni. The literature review, I wrote mine before I even started. It was kind of like the skeleton to establish all my key themes, but it wasn't set in stone. So I came back to it after I finished my discussion to make it even more succinct and make it make sense and flow throughout, because I wanted to draw those themes that I talked about in the discussion I'd found through the experiment back into the start, because then it would, read really well. And also it's good to have that literature review done before, because it gives you a skeleton and it helps you to kind of break down this insurmountable piece of writing. It's a huge project. You want to be able to have those themes cut out so you know what you're doing. Now, I was told to write my research questions after I'd finished so that they made loads of sense and had them set in stone. But I thought it really helped having them written out before, because otherwise there was so much research to look at and I need focus. Like, I struggle to focus. So I wrote my research questions before and I didn't listen, and it really helped me. Now, this tip, I don't think enough people do this. As I said, found it really hard to focus. So what I did is I found a really interesting study that I thought was just amazing and eye-opening. And I based my entire dissertation off that. So I could use all of their grounding theories, everything that they were talking about, and just make a 2020, 2021 version, like an updated version. And people say that that's like one of the best ways to do experiments. It makes it even more credible. You know that it's significant because it literally asked at the end of the study, it called for a revision of the experiment they'd done to look at the significance. So I knew that my study was relevant even before I'd started. Your girl is running out of time, so this is going to be my last tip, but I will make a part 2 because I've got so much to share and I'm really passionate about it. Anyway, last tip is to choose a topic that empowers you, because I've never felt more confident in my life when I was doing my dissertation. I was researching all about why we feel the way we do about our bodies and stuff, and it was just incredible. So I was so passionate about it and it made me do better.